Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about the upcoming energies that we will experience in November, since I find it quite helpful when it comes to planning the month ahead and just generally knowing what we can expect from this month. So if you are interested in that, then please keep on watching. And if you are new here, hi, I'm Anna, I'm your spiritual lifestyle coach, and I am here to bring all of those spiritual ideas down to earth to give you actionable tips and resources that you can use in your daily life. And for my entire coaching, I use astrology as a base because it allows us so much insights into ourselves, into our life's purpose, and so much more. And if you are interested in topics like that, then please subscribe and join my amazing community. And now let's get on to the video. So guys, first of all, make sure that you have your beverage of choice, which I normally always drink coffee, but for the second time that I am filming a forecast, I have tea because I have already had my coffee. So I'm gonna drink it later, but feel free to grab yourself a coffee at best because coffee is amazing. Also write me down in comments down below if you're also a coffee lover yourself, and make sure that you have your notebook out so that you can write down any important dates that we will encounter during this month. So let's start with November 4th, because this is the time where we are gonna have Mars opposition Uranus. And for our energy and our mood, that means that we will be really high in mental energy and we will be in the mood for some innovative thinking. So thinking about any innovative ideas or just brainstorming in general. This is great time if you have any ideas that you want to implement, for example, in your business that are about social media or just technology in general. This is a perfect time to set up a plan for something that has to do with your networking. So this day will really be great for brainstorming and just having those sudden inspirational moments. And regarding planning, make sure that you expect the unexpected, since sudden changes can occur, and also back up all of your data. So I wouldn't film any videos on this day since the video footage might get lost, and also avoid any impulsive decisions, because with the opposition to Uranus, the quick decisions and impulsive thinking and behaving can actually not turn out so great. So be sure to be aware of that. But in general, this aspect can really trigger some innovative ideas, and unfortunately it also encourages, as I said, like impulsive decisions. So really make sure that you think before you speak or write something, and make sure that you have a backup plan, since this can mean sudden change of plans. And really be sure to take care of any technological stuff that you have flying around. But I also wouldn't do any social media or any big social media things on that day. So I would avoid like filming reels or like Instagram stories in general, or at least reduce it, and really pay attention to what you are saying in those reels and in your videos in general, since this could actually come out differently than you actually wanted to. And the next important date that we will have is November 6th, because we will have a Venus trining Pluto. For our energy and our mood, this means deep emotional connections and really a magnetic mood, since Pluto is really about this deep transformational energy. Pluto rules Scorpio, so that is this magnetic mood, and Venus is about our relationships. So this day is really best for partnerships of any kind, also intimate experiences with your partner or financial planning even, because Venus does not only rule our partnerships but also our money. So since trine is a very harmonious aspect, this could really mean some positive changes there. And this could also mean that you will attract some new people into your life, and that you can really experience a new depth in your relationships. But just be cautious of not developing too strong emotions when you first meet somebody, because this could mean that there is gonna be some deception to this person. So this person can show you just a different side of themselves, but this can be actually different from who they truly are. So be cautious about like meeting up new people. And this aspect also emphasizes like financial matters, so make sure to really check in the market. But this could also be a very profitable day to make any investments that are gonna turn out to be very profitable for you at the end. And then on November 7th, we are gonna have Mercury trining Neptune. And for our energy and our mood, this means creativity and intuitive energy, and also a very dreamy mood. So Neptune is about our imagination, it's about the dreaminess, and Mercury rules over our minds. So this could actually mean that you will come up with many creative ideas during this day. So it's really amazing day for any creative work that you might want to. So also things like scripting for your channel, for example. So scripting out new ideas for videos and any other creative projects that you might have. This is a perfect day to actually do those creative projects and any other artistic pursuits. So really planning tip for this day is to focus on creative endeavors and avoid making any important life decisions during this day, since Neptune can actually give us hopes for something that is actually not like the reality, because Neptune doesn't really encourage like this common sense that we normally have. So make sure to postpone any important life decisions on this day, but in general the combination will help you really unleash your creative thinking, which will be very strong. So really make sure that you just use this day to kind of tap into your creativity and just to get lost in your imagination for this day. On November 8th, Venus will enter Libra, and for our energy and our mood, this will shift our focus onto harmony and diplomacy, and also the craving of balance in our relationships. Since Venus rules over our relationships and the partnerships that we have, we will really shift our focus to create healthy relationships, to create balance in the relationships that we have, and to be more diplomatic when it even comes to our business partnerships. So this is really a great day to start taking care of your relationships, for any legal consultation, and for seeking compromise in your relationships that you already have. And also if you have any unresolved issues in your relationships, this is gonna be a great time to start seek some fairness in your relationships and to resolve any conflicts that you have. And this will really help you to really strengthen your ties with the people around you, people that are important in your life. And you might not agree on everything with your partners, but this is a great time to seek compromise and to find out solutions to any problems that you might have. And for some of you, this transit could even mean an engagement. So really interesting and beautiful time for your relationships in general. Then on November 10th, Mercury will enter Sagittarius, and for our mood and energy, this means that we will think more expansively and we will be more talkative, we will be in kind of this curious mood, and we will also be more in a mood to expand our knowledge regarding our higher learning, higher education, and also spirituality, and just changing and opening up to new philosophical questions and to new philosophical things in our lives. And so this day is really best for learning. This could even mean that you are gonna travel somewhere and just explore new philosophical questions and the philosophical side of things. So this day is really great for expanding your knowledge and connecting with new ideas, new people, even new traditions and new religions in general. And this transit will help us to shift from that intense scorpionic energy that we had during the past month, and this will open us up for new possibilities, and this will give us more of an optimistic outlook on our lives in general. Then on November 11th, we will have Mars in opposition with Uranus, which means for our mood and energy that we might have very impulsive energy on this day and we might be in a very rebellious mood. So make sure that you use your energy wisely, but really don't get involved into any impulsive actions because they can turn out very bad. So make sure to slow down during this day, and also this aspect can actually trigger computer problems. So be sure to back up your files during this day and also be cautious with electricity. On the 13th of November, we will have a new moon in Scorpio, which is gonna tie up any ends with the eclipse season that we just had on the axis of Taurus and Scorpio. So this is really, again, a intense transformational energy and really deep emotional experiences and moods that can come up during this day. So it's really best for setting intentions and emotional healing and really letting go of anything that has been holding you back. But it's really a strong strong energy to manifest your deepest inner desires, since it's still Scorpio. So really focus on that and focus on setting those intentions and making up plans for how you can actually achieve those. So it's really the time to transform and set intentions for all of the changes that you want to make in your life. And this is really an intense transformational energy. Also, any emotional connections that you have in your life will be intensified. So make sure that you really let go of anything that you have been holding back and that you can move on with a clean slate. On the 17th of November, we will have Mars trining Neptune, which means for our energy and our mood that we will be driven by our dreams and creativity, and we will really be again in that imaginative mood. And so this day is really best for any artistic pursuits and also visualization. And in general, this is really gonna be perfect for your creative process in general. So if you are an online creator or if you are an artist, this day is really gonna help you to channel that creativity and actually put it into action. So take action to make your dreams come true and to create, because this is really the perfect time to start your creative process, whatever it might be. And as I said, if you are an artist or a creator of some sort, so even like regarding your YouTube channel, or if you want to start a new course, for example, this is really great for brainstorming and actually going after the things and after your ideas. And the day after that, on the 18th of November, Sun will conjunct Mars, which will again give us this high energy mood, and we will be very action oriented. So maybe with the previous day, you can actually set up like 2 days for yourself where you can firstly think about all of the ideas that you have and do some brainstorming, and then you really have the drive and the energy to actually go after the things and to actually put them into place. So really this day is really great for any new things and new projects that you might want to start, because you will really have so much energy on this day. So try to focus on one task instead of 10,000 different ones, because the previous day is great for that. It's great for focusing on many different ideas that you have. And then on the next day, on the 18th, you really want to use that energy to dive deep into one task at a time. Then on November 22nd, Sun will enter Sagittarius, which will officially start the Sagittarius season, which is gonna elevate our moods and it's gonna fill us with more optimism. I am really excited for this energy because I really love Sagittarius energy, because it's so expansive. It's gonna help us connect with our dreams again, with our desires, and it's gonna make us more optimistic after that deep, dark and transformational Scorpio season. So it's really a great time for learning and even traveling somewhere and any spiritual pursuits that you might have. So this influence really encourages us to expand our horizons and our knowledge through traveling and learning and reading or talking with people from other cultures. And with the Sun being here, this is really a great time to take up this new class that you wanted to try out, or to learn that new thing that you always wanted to do. And on November 23rd, Sun will square Saturn. So this day can be actually very frustrating, because the day before we will be very optimistic, we will be high in energy, and then on the day after that we will have Sun squaring Saturn, and we will be on kind of a hold again regarding our energy. So the energy will feel a little bit restricted again, and it's gonna bring us more to the ground again and down to earth. So if we use the energy wisely, we can actually use this day and plan any long-term projects that we might want to have, because with Sagittarius entering the Sun day before, we will have new ideas, new energies and new possibilities opening up. And then Saturn squaring the Sun will help us to actually make plans and make sure that we actually are able to ground those energy, and that we are not just staying in all of the possibilities, but that we kind of get this reality check of what's really possible and what's not really that possible for us. So if you are able to see it from this perspective, this day can actually also turn out to be quite productive and quite helpful. And on November 24th, Mars will enter Sagittarius. So now we actually are able to implement all of those ideas that we have, because we made sure the day before that those ideas are actually gonna be realistic for us to attain, and that we will actually be able to go after those ideas and those new goals that we have and those new opportunities. And with Mars entering Sagittarius, this will create a space to actually go after those things and to implement all of the things from the days before. So this day is really great to actually go after the things that we want, and we really will be in this very expansive mood. We will want to learn and share our insights with others, and any legal matters can actually come up, but this can be a quite beneficial time since Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign, and this is the perfect time to explore new perspective and prepare for any legal discussions even. But in general, Mars here encourages us to open up to new insights, to new viewpoints, to knowledge, and then to share that with others. So really learn all you can during this period of quick mental energy, and we will benefit from actually being able to open up our mind for new things. And on November 25th, we will have Mars squaring Saturn. So those energies are gonna be quite frustrating, I have to admit, because over 4 days we will have the energy of stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. So really prepare yourself for that, but when we know it in advance, we can actually use those energies to our advantage. But I feel like this is gonna still be quite frustrating time, because we won't be able to actually go through with all of the ideas that we have, but we will have to go and then revise again and go and then revise again, because Saturn is the planet of restrictions. So we will feel expansive on one day, we will feel like we can achieve anything, and then Saturn is gonna come up the day and give us the reality check, which is not bad, because Sagittarius energy can be sometimes even too optimistic. So reality check is always good with Sagittarius, but this can still be quite frustrating. But Mars squaring Saturn really means like frustration and impatience, and it's really best for precise work, and we should be cautious when it comes to our authorities, because this could even mean that we could get in a fight with our authorities in our lives. So release energy through focused tasks, don't get too impatient, and try to really give yourself tasks that you just need to focus on, and don't rush into things. Just make sure that you are taking the time to finish up your tasks and be precise regarding the tasks that you are doing, because on this day we actually again get the reality check, so we are able to actually come down to earth for a second and finish up any of your like normal and boring and repetitive tasks. And on the 27th of November, we will have a full moon in Gemini, which will really give us kind of this restless energy. So we really will want to connect with people and to exchange ideas. This is great for setting up new intentions for your business, for example, or just any mental and intellectual work and goals that you have. So really use this energy to reflect and to get into some intellectual discussions. It's also great to connect with your peers and to brainstorm and just engage in communication in general. This is really gonna be a very restless full moon, but it's also quite great because we can actually gain some new insights. So really make sure that you maybe take out a pen and paper and that you write down any of those ideas that might come up very quickly during this full moon. And also starting on the 4th of November, Saturn will finally come out of its retrograde and it will turn direct in Pisces. So this will really allow us to let go of any restrictions and to actually resolve the challenges that had come up during the retrograde. And it's also great for long-term planning. So really make sure that you focus on any long-term goals that you have, and really this will allow us to finally let go of the restrictions and to make sure that we actually are able to move on from those restrictions, because we learned our lessons already and now we are able to implement them and to actually overcome them, so that we are able to collect the rewards from this retrograde. So this was the forecast for the whole month. As you see, the energies that we are going to be having are going to be a little bit frustrating, but in general, we will let go of this deep, transformative and dark Scorpio energy, and we will feel more optimistic and more expansive. We will be able to connect with new ideas. So really use this month to actually start doing something new, to connect with new possibilities in your life, to see everything on a more lighter side. Even though we will have a few days that are gonna be very frustrating for us, this is still gonna be a very expansive and interesting month in general. So make sure to use those energies wisely. Now you are able to even plan with them. If you want to have something quick that you can look up to, make sure to check out my Instagram and go to my highlights, because there I post each month a astro calendar that basically gives you the short version of this video, where you can just quickly see the dates and check in again with what the day will be good for. So make sure to do that, because planning our month according to the energies that we are gonna be feeling is really so helpful, because you will come so much more far. And I feel like this also allows us, even if we have those frustrating days, we can actually prepare ourselves that the day is gonna be a little bit frustrating, and we know what we can do instead to actually don't feel that frustrated. So I am really such a fan of this method and on planning with the stars and with the energies that we are gonna be feeling. And I hope that you are too, and I really hope that this video is gonna be helpful for you during this month. Leave me a comment down below on how you are feeling about this month and how you will plan your month according to what is gonna be happening in the sky. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe and share that with all of your friends, so that they can also prepare themselves for the upcoming energies and for the upcoming month. And thank you so much for staying with me until the end, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys, and have an amazing month.